Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're cutting straight to something really vital, acing those technical and, customer-facing interview questions. We've basically got a breakdown of a very insightful conversation, someone who's really been in the trenches, handling tech hurdles, customer interactions.
Right.
And our goal, it's to give you practical, real-world strategies. So you can answer with, confidence, no matter what they throw at you.
Exactly. Yeah, we're not just skimming the surface. We're really trying to pull out the core principles for tackling those, let's say, common interview scenarios. By end of this, you should have some concrete, practical approaches, feel, genuinely prepared for that next big interview.
Okay.
We're going to look at questions about technical problem solving, how to stay cool under pressure, your motivations, technical strengths.
All the big ones.
And even, how you navigate those unexpected challenges. So let's dive right in. Maybe start with a classic.
Sounds good.
Tell me about a time you solved a technical problem.
Oh, yes. This one feels like it's really designed to see how you think on your feet, doesn't it?
It really is.
What's fascinating, I think, is how our source tackled a really relatable issue.
Yeah.
A slow, frozen computer.
Very common.
What stood out to me was the immediate, initiative shown.
Absolutely. And you should think of that immediate action restarting, checking for updates, looking at software. It demonstrates proactiveness, right? Ownership.
Right. Shows you'll jump in.
It signals that to the interviewer, but just as vital was what came next.
Which was?
The clear communication with the customers, keeping them in the loop, reassuring them.
Okay, so it's a two-parter.
Exactly. That blend of taking charge technically, but also managing those customer relationships, that's gold.
Yeah.
Especially in any service-oriented role. The real takeaway here, I think, is it's not just about fixing the tech. It's about the whole experience for everyone involved.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
You fix the immediate problem, the tech thing, but you also manage expectations, keep things calm. It brings up an interesting point, though. The very first step mentioned was checking for those immediate software issues. Why start there? Why is that so critical?
Well, the logic there is really rooted in efficiency. So often those really frustrating slowdowns, they're caused by temporary glitches, right? Or maybe just needing a quick update.
Okay.
So a simple restart can potentially resolve them super quickly, save significant time compared to, jumping straight into more complex troubleshooting.
So simple.
It's about starting with the most likely and crucially the least invasive solutions first. I mean, have you ever spent ages on something?
Oh, yeah.
Only to realize a quick reboot would have done it.
Absolutely. We've all been there. Okay, so we know how to talk about fixing things. That's one piece.
Right.
But what about when you're juggling a ton? That's another big one. How do you handle multiple tasks under pressure?
Yes, this one really gets to the heart of your organizational skills and your capacity to stay effective when the workload just piles up. Our source emphasized a really smart strategy here. Basically focusing on one thing at a time.
Right, like using that example again, the slow computer and the waiting customers. The approach was tackle the tech issue first, the updates, the restart, whatever it was, and then circle back to the people who are waiting.
Exactly.
It's sort of like dealing with a bottleneck, isn't it? You have to clear the immediate jam before anything else can move.
Precisely. By breaking it down into, sequential steps, you avoid that feeling of being completely overwhelmed. It's a method that not only keeps you organized, but importantly, helps maintain a sense of calm when things could easily become chaotic.
Yeah, that calm part is key.
And those extra tips they mentioned, taking a deep breath, consciously avoiding overthinking, those are the small, practical things that can make a huge difference, really help you stay composed.
Those little mental resets, they could be lifesavers sometimes. Okay, let's switch gears a bit. Let's talk motivation.
Okay.
Why do you want to work here? This isn't just about, flattering the company, is it?
No, not at all. This is your chance, really, to show you've done your homework and that there's a genuine alignment between your goals and what the company is about. What stood out in our source's response was how they connected their specific skills, fixing those computer problems, handling customer concerns directly to the company's stated focus.
Which was?
Both technology and excellent service.
So it's like saying, hey, I see what you value, and look, my strengths fit right in. That makes sense.
Exactly.
And what about that added suggestion? Weaving in a personal passion for tech or innovation.
Yeah, that feels like it adds a really nice personal touch.
It does. It elevates your answer beyond just, I need a job. It suggests a deeper connection to the field, a genuine enthusiasm. That can be really compelling to an interviewer.
Makes you more memorable for sure.
Okay, let's talk about actually showcasing those skills directly. What do you consider your greatest technical strength? How do you answer that well?
Well, this is your moment, right? Your opportunity to really highlight what makes you technically valuable. Our source pointed to step-by-step problem solving.
Okay, and breaking that down, what does that look like in practice?
It's about starting with those initial simpler checks. We talked about the restarts, the updates before escalating to more complex troubleshooting.
So it shows a methodical approach, efficient. You're not just guessing.
Precisely. You're not just throwing solutions at the wall hoping something sticks. And the positive outcome they highlighted, quickly resolving issues, keeping things running smoothly, that's the impact you want to emphasize.
Right, the result.
It's not just about the process you follow, but the tangible results you deliver.
That makes sense. But tech changes so fast. How do you address keeping those skills sharp? Because that's often a follow-up, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. That's a crucial point. Nobody wants someone whose knowledge is, stuck in the past.
Right.
Continuous learning is basically non-negotiable in the tech world. So mentioning things like reading industry blogs, actively participating in online forums, maybe taking short courses.
Some you actually do.
Exactly. It demonstrates a proactive commitment to staying current, staying adaptable. It shows you're genuinely invested in your professional growth.
Okay, good. Now, for those moments that can really throw you off balance, the curveballs. What's your approach when you face unexpected challenges?
This question is really all about assessing your adaptability, how you navigate the unknown, the pressure, and the strategy our source described. I thought it was incredibly effective. First step, avoid panicking. Easier said than done sometimes, but crucial.
Breath time again.
Definitely. Then immediately assess the situation. What's actually happening? Then break it down. Small, manageable steps.
Okay.
Prioritize the most critical parts first. What needs immediate attention? Develop a plan for the rest. And crucially, keep everyone informed along the way. Communication again.
It sounds like having a mental checklist for managing chaos almost.
That's a good way to put it.
By taking those methodical steps, communicating clearly, you're showing you can maintain control, work towards a solution, even when things go sideways.
Right. It demonstrates resilience in real time.
It conveys that you're not easily flustered, that you have a structured way of thinking, even under pressure.
Exactly. That's what interviewers want to see.
Okay, so to kind of wrap this all up for you, the listener, as you're gearing up for those interviews, let's maybe recap some key takeaways.
Good idea.
Keep your answers clear, concise if possible, to the point. When you're discussing how you handle pressure, really emphasize your prioritization skills, that ability to focus we talked about.
Yes.
And probably most importantly, always back up your claims with concrete real-world examples, like that slow computer scenario we walked through. Make it real.
Absolutely. Stories stick.
And remember, whether you're wrestling with a tricky technical snag or you're addressing a customer's concerns, clear and effective communication is going to be a massive advantage. Always.
Absolutely. These aren't just, abstract ideas floating around. They are practical tools you can start using immediately. Hopefully, they boost your confidence and, your chances of success.
So as you think about all of this, consider this. How can you specifically tailor these general strategies to your own unique experiences? And importantly, to the particular roles you're targeting.
That's the key personalization step.
Yeah, what specific stories from your past best illustrate your problem-solving abilities, your capacity to handle the heat? Digging into those personal anecdotes is what will really make your answers resonate, make them memorable. And just remember, your career journey, it's a continuous process, right? Learning, preparation. We hope this deep dive has given you some solid insights and maybe a bit more confidence for your job search.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Now, here's something to think about. What's a seemingly simple interview question that actually reveals a whole lot about a candidate's long-term thinking and maybe their strategic alignment with the company? Something to ponder.